Breaking news. A deputy was involved in a shooting with someone early this morning in Sampson County. What we're learning from the FBI.
A chance for severe storms and triple-digit heat make today a WRAL weather alert day. I'll let you know if this pattern continues into the weekend.
One win away. The Canes are on the cusp of the Stanley Cup after knocking off the Golden Knights in Game 5. How Caniacs are celebrating this morning as all eyes shift to Vegas for Game 6.
Caniacs are feeling great this Friday. We thank you so much for joining us. We're following those stories and more. WRAL News at 8 starts in 30 seconds.
At Leith Honda in Raleigh and Auto Park Honda in Cary, we make your buying process easy. And with every new car purchase, you'll enjoy complimentary oil changes and exceptional service. It's no wonder we've earned so many 5-star reviews. You'll also get peace of mind pricing with every used vehicle, and if it's not the perfect fit, no problem. Bring it back within 3 days for an easy exchange. Visit our showroom at Auto Park Honda in Cary or Leith Honda in Raleigh. It's easier here.
Your number one source for local news. This is WRAL, coverage you can count on.
It's 8 a.m. here on your Friday, and what a fabulous Friday to wake up to the Caniacs with a win. I'm Laura Levine.
I'm Ken Smith. I watched the whole thing.
Oh, yes, it was a great game.
I love it so much. But you know what? We got to deal with this heat, though. Right?
Once again.
Yeah, Caniacs didn't stop from celebrating, though. Let's get outside to meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner on the WRAL weather patio, tracking this very warm morning, Elizabeth.
Yeah, it's another WRAL weather alert day. The same issues that we had yesterday. We have a heat advisory. It'll feel like up to 109 this afternoon, and a severe threat up from level 1 to level 2. We'll talk about what that means over the next couple of minutes, but just be careful again for it today. I know that there are watch parties for the World Cup and some other events happening around our area this afternoon and evening. Just be cautious out there. The timeline is going to be afternoon and evening for the heat and the chance of storms. Here's that line of thunderstorms moving through Kentucky and Tennessee right now. It's likely to help to produce a few showers, maybe as early as 3 o'clock down to the south, but then the main line won't develop until around 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening and then start to drop across the area. There'll definitely be some heavy downpours like yesterday, but there may be a few more reports of wind damage. We had trees down in a lot of places, especially some of our eastern counties, Nash County and Edgecombe County in particular. We can see more of that for today. This is a look at our heat index forecast. Feeling like as hot as 109 in Clinton and Goldsboro, feeling like 108 in the Triangle, and 105 to 106 up near the Virginia line. So that is hot, not messing around. Our actual highs will be 101 to 102 around the middle of the afternoon. But even if you're going to be out later, I mean, we're solidly in the 90s for, hours into the evening. The chance of rain continues for tomorrow, but it's really starting to climb on Sunday. We also have a small chance for severe storms. I'll show you where coming up in just a few minutes. Ken?
All right, Elizabeth, happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. We've got a couple of incidents dotting our live traffic map this morning, but one I want to bring your attention to is on Capitol Boulevard, right at the Spring Forest intersection. You can see the delays it's causing in those northbound lanes. This is right around, there's a BP on one corner, there's an AT&T store on the other corner. So be mindful of that as you're heading out of town on US 1 this morning. Maybe you're heading out of town and going up to I-85 or I-95 or whatever the case may be. Just be mindful of that little slowdown you'll see between Capitol and Spring Forest. Right now on the southern loop of the Beltline, I-40 Lake Wheeler Road, you can see the westbound lanes moving away from us. Boy, it's really beginning to thin out on that southern loop of the Beltline. Just a 1-minute delay, really and truly right now, so nothing that's going to make you late. And that's what we're seeing on all of our major routes. Just a 4-minute delay if you're coming in from Wake Forest, a 1-minute delay if you're coming in from the Knightdale area. All those other major routes coming in out of Apex, you're coming east on I-40 out of Durham, delay free at this hour. You're heading ready to head into the car. Tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3.
Okay, Ken, thank you. Breaking news. Police in Raleigh are looking for a driver who hit a woman and then drove off. This happened around 3:30 this morning at Carolina Pines Avenue and Steel Street. Police say the woman is being treated at Wake Med Hospital. She is expected to be okay. Meanwhile, a crash caused a car to end up on its side here this morning near NC State's campus. The WRAL breaking news tracker was on the scene around 3 a.m. at Varsity Drive and Fawcett Drive. That's just off of Western Boulevard. Our team saw NC State Police conducting a field sobriety test on a driver. We are working to learn whether anyone was hurt and what led to that crash.
Ah, how sweet it is. The celebration last night for the Hurricanes fans outside Lenovo Center. Boy, check out this time lapse. The Canes pulled off a crucial win in Game 5, putting them one win away from a Stanley Cup championship.
Oh, yes. The Vegas Golden Knights scored first, but Carolina took control of that game from there. The team got a lot of help from their big stars. Andrei Shechnikov had 2 power goals, and the Canes also had goals from Jordan Staal and Sebastian Aho in the 4-2 victory. So, with that win, the Canes have a chance to finish off the Golden Knights in Game 6 on Sunday in Vegas, Ken.
It's going to be something else. Fans are definitely ready to see that happen. One person who wants to see that happen, our Ali Kadabar. She's back at Lenovo Center this morning. She's got all her gear. She's got the hat. She's got the jersey. Listen, you are bringing the energy like fans brought the energy last night.
Oh, they had that energy, and here's the thing. We are just one game away from the Stanley Cup. We want to see that empty space right here at Lenovo Center. We want to see it filled with another hurricane warning flag. Now, watch the moments shortly after the Canes won Game 5 and fans realized they are one win away from the Stanley Cup. Of cheering, look at all that towel waving too. Caniacs of all ages celebrated another big win last night. The 15th warning flag is now up, and the Canes are leading the series 3-2 against the Vegas Golden Knights. Fans tell us why they have faith their team will take home the Stanley Cup this weekend.
Have finally found their way. Their defense is amazing, and we believe in Bussy. Let's go, Bussy!
I mean, Captain Jordan Staal leading the team, and Brandon Bussy. That's right.
Oh, we believe in Bussy. We believe in the Canes. Game 6 is Sunday night. Puck drops at 8 o'clock. It's in Vegas, but there are watch parties in the Triangle. A watch party at Lenovo Center. Again, tickets go on sale today for season ticket holders. That starts at 10 a.m. For general public. That's at 3 p.m. Let's go, Canes. Reporting live at Lenovo Center, Ali Kadlabar, WRAL News.
And keeping this in mind, you can go to the WRAL YouTube channel for all things Carolina Hurricanes. Search WRAL on YouTube, then look for our Carolina Hurricanes 2026 playoff run playlist.
President Donald Trump says a peace deal between the United States and Iran could be signed as early as this weekend. This comes after President Trump announced that he called off strikes planned for yesterday evening. On Truth Social, Trump said both sides have agreed to final points.
Most importantly, we have a deal that Iran will never have a nuclear weapon, which was the whole purpose of what we had to go through to get this. So it was a very big thing. But we have a signing soon, and the documents are in pretty final shape.
The president says the agreement would also stop Iran from targeting commercial oil tankers and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Well, the countdown to Team USA entering the World Cup is on. You can join in on the excitement tonight happening at the American Tobacco campus in Durham. A huge screen will be set up for fans to watch the World Cup there. If you have plans to head to tonight's watch party, outside food and drinks will not be allowed unless it's water. There will also be water refill stations to make sure fans stay hydrated in this dangerous heat. The Durham-based company Soccer.com is teaming up with Adidas to bring the World Cup live on the lawn. Walt Barron with American Tobacco Campus says when they were approached about hosting the watch party, it was a no-brainer.
World Cup only comes around once every 4 years. U.S. men's national team seems to have a pretty good shot to make a little bit of noise this year. And we said, what the heck, let's try it. Let's do this.
Why not? So you can enjoy live music featuring Eastern Carolina's own Justin Edwards ahead of the watch party at 6. Kickoff for the match begins tonight at 9. Tonight's game is the first of 3 group stage games for Team USA in the World Cup. Next Friday, they'll play Australia, and then on Thursday, June 25th, they'll play Turkey. They're hoping to earn enough points to advance to the knockout stage after that. You can watch all of Team USA's games on Fox 50, your home for the FIFA World Cup.
Wayne County schools will be celebrating their graduates today. There will be several graduation ceremonies today at the Raleigh Convention Center, starting with Roseville High School. They got underway at 8 o'clock at the top of the hour, and Green Hope High will be at noon. Phillips High will have a 10 a.m. ceremony at Memandi Concert Hall. Well, Crossroads Flex High will also have a ceremony at Memandi at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Leesville Road High ceremony will be at the Convention Center at 4. SCORE Academy will have its ceremony at Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. That starts at 6 p.m. this evening. The final ceremony at the Raleigh Convention Center will be for Willow Spring High School. That will be at 8 o'clock. You can find a full list of ceremonies throughout the weekend. Just go to our website, WRAL.com.
Your time now, 8:10. Assault on a student. Days after a teacher resigned, charged with assault, we hear from the mother of an Edgecombe County kindergartner. Her account of what happened and a story that you'll see only on WRAL.
Also, Pride Month in the Triangle. A look at some of the fun events planned this weekend all across our area in our Out and About segment coming up.
And we have a heat advisory. It's going to be another hot one today. Our highs will be in the triple digits, but it could feel as hot as 108 to 109 this afternoon, plus a chance for severe storms later on. I'll walk you through all of it coming up. $8:13, and of course we have a heat advisory and a severe threat, and of course that makes it a WRAL weather alert day. The heat index could climb up to 109 this afternoon. Our best chance for thunderstorms will start around the middle of the afternoon, but it really ramps up closer to dinner time, maybe 6 or 7 o'clock. We'll have a line of thunderstorms that starts north and drops southward. It's going to feel like 106 to 108 again across our area this afternoon, and you step outside right now, it feels sticky out here for sure. Our temperatures are already climbing into the 80s in some places. It's only 8:14. 81 in Durham and Raleigh, 82 in Wilson, 82 in Rocky Mount. And walking the dog this afternoon, right after work, temperatures are still going to be in the upper 90s. We still have the potential for showers and thunderstorms through the weekend. I'll talk about how much rain total we could see in the next 7 days and if it'll be helpful coming up. Ken?
Elizabeth, happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. We got first responders working a crash on Smithfield Road proper in those westbound lanes. You can see it's off to the shoulder of the road, not really impeding traffic whatsoever. So that's really good news. So once you get past Smithfield Road, you get onto I-87. We're not picking up any delays whatsoever, stretching all the way back to Wendell Falls Parkway. Coming up, I'll take a look at some other routes heading into the Raleigh-Wake County area.
Ken, I want to pick up where Laura Levine left off a little bit ago in the WRAL Live Center. We're trying to get more information regarding this. This is a situation in which we know that a person was shot during an encounter with Sampson County deputy. The information's sort of scarce right now, but we can say that it was a civilian that was injured. It's unclear how that person is doing right now, and we do know that the deputy is not injured. We're not able to send Sky 5 right now, so what we're doing is we're sending our team out there to that situation to try to get more information, and we're also making calls back here in the newsroom to try to verify new information regarding what led up to the shooting. Stay with WRAL News. We will make sure to update you on air and online.
A developing story that we're following. Chris, thank you. Only on WRAL News now, the mother of an Edgecombe County kindergartner is speaking with us after deputies say the child was assaulted by her teacher at school. This is Diana Woods here. She resigned from her job at Princeville Elementary after she was charged with misdemeanor assault on a student. Now, the mother of the child, Idesha Chan, says that she was told about the incident after it happened last month. School officials showed her video of it, but they would not let her have a copy. The school would not provide the video to WRAL either, citing the ongoing investigation. Chan spoke with WRAL describing what she saw in that video.
The teacher was in her face. She was yelling at her so bad she made her drop her sandwich. She dropped her sandwich, picked it up, and tried to put it back in her mouth and tried to eat it. And she was yelling, tugging at her, trying to make her go throw it away. And in the middle of her trying to throw it away, she didn't know which way to go. Yeah, she was going back and forth. She finally threw it away, came back to the table, and she just started breaking down crying.
The sheriff's office says Edgecombe County Public Schools has fully supported investigations of this kind. We have reached out to Woods herself for comment, but we have not heard back. She's due back in court next month.
State lawmakers are trying to iron out the details of a comprehensive budget plan that would usher in raises for state employees. Republicans in the House and Senate failed to adopt the comprehensive spending plan for the current fiscal year. Last month, Republican leaders announced a deal on tax breaks and employee raises, but since then, they have not released the full details of their agreement or enacted any type of law. Democratic Minority Leader Sidney Badge is now questioning if a deal will happen at all.
We have seen no numbers, no plans, and only continued promises made that something's coming this week, next week, the week after, or maybe not at all.
This week, Republican Senate Leader Phil Berger says he expects to pass a budget by the end of the month. Lots of activities all across the area this weekend.
Oh, it's jam-packed. It's time to take a look at WRAL's Out and About. Starting here, there will be a Pride Month celebration in Cary tomorrow. The town is hosting the Pride in the Park at downtown Cary Park. There will be crafts, LGBTQ plus artists, and even a silent disco towards the end of the evening. The fun starts at 4 p.m. and lasts until 10.
Happening tomorrow, the town of Knightdale hosting its African American Festival at Knightdale Station Park. It will be a celebration of African American culture and will include live music, craft vendors, and food. That event starts at 4 in the afternoon, runs until 9 p.m. tomorrow night.
Well, it's not only dangerously hot, but the lack of rain has caused our drought conditions to worsen, if you can believe that. Meteorologist Grant Skinner joins us in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. And Grant, we could have a bit of help pretty soon.
Yeah, some rain today and some more rain this weekend and the next week as well. So we're going to hope for maybe some improvement. But unfortunately, during the summertime, we just don't have as many widespread downpours. So it's harder to break our drought conditions. Of course, now we have parts of our northern spots like up towards Durham, northern parts of Wake County, back towards Chapel Hill, Carrboro, under an exceptional drought. It's the highest category for drought conditions. And we still need an additional 13 to 14 inches of rain across much of our area to break those drought conditions. So we need a significant amount of rain. The good news is, looking over the next week or so, some of our northern and eastern spots now forecast to see between 1.5 to 2 inches of rain. So that could certainly help things out. But overall, it doesn't like we'll have a significant amount of rain, but some rain is in our future. And then looking longer term, 1 to 2 weeks, we could see some spots with some above normal precip across much of the eastern half of the U.S. So Elizabeth, hoping for some more rain. We need a lot of it to really help us out during the summertime. It's really hard to get that. But for now, just heat and even some severe storms possible.
Yeah, you know, this time of year, it's typically what we saw yesterday and what we'll see today. It's these isolated cells that pop up. Sometimes they're strong enough to produce some wind damage and to dump some heavy rain, but they usually don't last long. And in general, it's really hard to get out of a drought with just these patchy showers and storms that pop up. Heat advisory again today, just like we saw yesterday. Heat index up to 109. It's a level 2 risk for severe storms for today. Late afternoon and evening is when we'll see the most intense heat and chance for storms. We're tracking the next weather maker, which is back to the west. I don't want to go through that just yet. Let's back up a little. And I wanted to show you where the dual Doppler 5000 radar is showing where we had some wind damage yesterday. Those are the dots there. So you see those white dots. Eastern Wake County had a couple of reports of some wind damage with trees down. One of those down in Hope County, a couple north of Goldsboro, but a lot of them clustered along some very slow moving storms in Nash and Edgecombe County yesterday. So with a level 2, we would expect to see more of those dots, more places that have some wind damage with trees down. For today, we're looking at the timeline being similar to yesterday. Late afternoon, a few isolated cells pop up, and then as we get closer to dinner time, we'll have a low and a front that start to drop in across our area, and that's when we'd have the best chance of seeing more widespread severe storms. Again, not everybody's going to see it, even with a level 2, but it does not necessarily increase our intensity, but definitely increases the coverage that we would see. Let's jump ahead to Sunday. Sunday is starting to trend a little wetter and a bit earlier than what we'll likely see today. We'll pause it there at 5 o'clock, and you can see those showers and storms moving through. Of course, likely to have more watch parties. This is a Game 6 day on Sunday, so just be careful. Note that we may have some thunderstorms, especially leading up to the game. There's 8 o'clock, and then even a few isolated cells after that. Our severe threat for Sunday is already a level 1 risk from the Triangle area north and east. That may change between now and Sunday, so keep checking back. 40% chance of rain on Sunday, so that's a little bit higher than what we'll see on Saturday. Boy, it continues to be hot. 102 today, looking at 98 on Sunday, and that Sunday today, temperature could be enough for another heat advisory. After that, we get a little bit of a break by early to middle of next week. Ken?
All right, Elizabeth, happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. Let's take a spin around the Beltline, shall we? Right now, we're starting at that southern loop, I-40 Lake Wheeler Road. These are the westbound lanes moving away from us. And really, things have really thinned out on that southern loop of the Beltline because right now, we're looking at no delays whatsoever. And of course, that southern loop covers I-40, I-440 interchange in southeast Raleigh all the way over to Cary. So really and truly, once you get past the Gorman Street exit, it's clear sailing. So let's hop over to the northern loop of the Beltline. Here's what we're looking at. I-440 at New Bern Avenue. These are the westbound lanes moving away from us this morning and moving at a nice steady clip on a Friday morning. This is really good news. So as we widen out that entire loop, here's what you're looking at from the 87-440 interchange all the way over to Wade Avenue. We're not picking up any delays whatsoever. So wherever you're headed this morning, you will get there on time. So let's widen out the view, show you what we're talking about. You're coming in from Wake Forest this morning. You're just looking at a 3-minute delay, just a 1-minute delay coming in from the Knightdale area. And if you're coming on I-40 eastbound, coming in out of Apex and US 1, it's all delay-free at this hour. So I want to hop over to Durham and give you a look at I-885 in and out of Durham this morning. We were picking up a little bit of a delay going in Durham this morning on those I-885 northbound lanes, but just a little bit of a delay around TW Alexander Drive. But that's about it. It's all delay-free in and out of Durham on I-885 at this hour.
Traffic headache. This weekend will be one of the busiest that Raleigh has seen in a few months. How emergency crews and parking decks are getting ready for the surge of people heading downtown. And if you see breaking news or have a story tip, take video or pictures of the weather, report it to us. You can go to WRAL.com/report it.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
Happy Friday and good morning. The time is 8:26. I'm Laura Levine. Let's head out to the WRAL patio with Elizabeth Gardner with a look at the forecast. Elizabeth.
It's a WRAL weather alert day. Same thing that we saw yesterday. We have a heat advisory that'll go into effect this afternoon and a severe threat. It's a little higher than it was yesterday. It's level 2. It doesn't mean that it will be more intense. We're still looking at the biggest threat being wind damage, but we'll likely have more of those cells that pop up that could produce some wind damage for us. We take a look at, of course, as we're headed forward, and just expect it to be another hot day. Our temperature is going to climb to around 102 this afternoon. Our best chance of severe storms comes mid to late afternoon into the evening, but we could feel more like 106 to 108 later on today. Ken?
All right, Elizabeth, happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. Let's take that southern loop of the Beltline, give you a look. I-40 Lake Wheeler Road, the westbound lanes moving away from us. And I got to tell you, if you're heading to the southern beaches right now, I-40 eastbound right there, delay-free. So let's look at the sensors in terms of those westbound lanes on that southern loop of the Beltline. Just a 1-minute delay that we're talking about here. And if you're coming in from the Garner-Johnston County area and I-40 westbound, it's all delay-free. Another update at the bottom of the hour on your morning commute.
Police in Raleigh are looking for a driver who hit a woman and drove off. This happened around 3:30 this morning at Carolina Pines Avenue and Steele Street. Police say the woman is being treated at Wake Med Hospital. She is expected to be okay. The Canes are just one win away from the Stanley Cup. They beat the Vegas Golden Knights last night in Game 5 at Lenovo Center 4-2. They now hold a 3-2 lead in the series. They'll have a chance to win it all Sunday night in Vegas. And coming up next on Fox 50, officials are getting ready for the busiest weekend in Raleigh in months.
Breaking news, a deputy was involved in a shooting with someone early this morning in Sampson County. What we're learning from the SBI.
A chance for severe storms and triple-digit heat make today a WRAL weather alert day. I'll let you know if this pattern continues into the weekend.
One win away. The Canes are on the cusp of the Stanley Cup after knocking off the Golden Knights in Game 5. How Caniacs are celebrating this morning as all eyes shift to Vegas for Game 6.
And the Canes were clicking last night. How about that win?
Oh, it was fabulous. It was a great game to watch.
Loved it. Hey, Thanks for being with us. I'm Ken Smith.
And I'm Laura Levine. Yeah, what a great way to kick off the weekend. However, we are tracking some dangerous heat today. Let's get out to meteorologist Elizabeth Gartner on this WRAL weather alert day, Elizabeth.
Yeah, so it's just like yesterday. Two big things, the heat and the chance of severe storms. A heat advisory goes into effect this afternoon. It could feel like up to 109. And then the severe threat, mainly late in the afternoon and evening. It's a level 2 risk. That just means we would have the potential for more cells to develop than they did yesterday. Looking at that cold front, that's going to be our next weather maker. It's going to bring us that chance for showers and thunderstorms later today. This afternoon, we'll see partly cloudy skies and then the chance of a few isolated cells to the south mid to late afternoon, but a better chance when that cold front gets a little closer, right around 6 or 7, we'll have that band of showers and storms that develops. Hopefully we'll see some heavy downpours. We saw some rain yesterday in parts of the area, but we also had some storm reports, some wind damage, some trees down, and we'll certainly have that same threat today, especially with that level 2. Heat index, 105 in Roxborough to 109 in Clinton, right around the triangle, likely to be closer to about 108 or so. Hour by hour, the actual temperature close to 102. We do see rain chances continuing tomorrow. Sunday is looking wetter. A lot of activities outside over the weekend could be affected. Also looking really hot on Sunday, so we're going to go over the weekend in detail coming up. Ken?
Well, Elizabeth, happening now in the WRAL Traffic Center. A rather quiet and comfortable start to your morning commute as you look live at I-40 and Lake Willie Road, that southern loop of the Beltline. Usually we're jammed up this time of the morning, but it's free and clear. No delays whatsoever on that southern loop of the Beltline. Similarly, with that northern section of the Beltline, as we look live at I-440 and New Bern Avenue, the westbound lanes coming toward us completely delay-free. Of course, you're coming in from Fuquay Arena, Holly Springs, all those routes are delay-free as well. That northern loop of the Beltline, we're just picking up a 1-minute delay, if that. Nothing that's really going to make you late, so that's really good news. Let's widen out the view and let you know you just have a 1-minute delay if you're coming in from Apex, 1 minute coming in from I-40 eastbound from Durham, and just a 3-minute delay for our friends at Wake Forest coming in on US 1. You're getting ready to head into the car. Tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3.
I want to take you back to that breaking news that we're following here in the WRAL Live Center. Someone was shot during an encounter with a Sampson County deputy, and we know this happened. Actually, we're getting calls from people that this happened at a Dollar General. Let me kind of show you on the map from the surveillance view, or I should say the satellite view. You can't even see the structure. Apparently, it wasn't built at the time, but now that's not the case. This is what it looks like right here, and this is where we have our team headed at this time. So we have reached out to investigators, and they confirm that the deputy is not injured in this, but they also say that a civilian is injured, but they do not know that person's condition right now. And so what we're trying to do here at WRAL News is to get more information behind the scenes, but we also have a team on the way to try to see what they are able to glean from the site there. I can say that I did call the number for this Dollar General just to see if someone might answer. No one did. Obviously, they're likely very busy. But if you stay with WRAL News, we'll keep checking back with this story to update you the second we know more.
More breaking news we're following this morning. Police in Raleigh are looking for a driver who hit a woman and then drove off. This happened around 3:30 this morning at Carolina Pines Avenue and Steele Street. Police say the woman is being treated at Wake Med Hospital. She is expected to be okay. A car ended up on its side after a crash this morning near NC State's campus. The WRAL breaking news tracker was on this scene at around 3 a.m. at Varsity Drive and Fawcett Drive. That's right off of Western Boulevard. Our crew saw NC State police conducting a field sobriety test on a driver. Right now, we are working to learn whether anyone was hurt.
Boy, talk about some ecstatic fans pouring out of Lenovo Center after an exciting Game 5 win for the Carolina Hurricanes. Boy, this time lapse shows the celebration and the outdoor party erupting with excitement. It was a similar sight at watch parties all across the area, including at Red Hat Amphitheater.
Oh, yes, and another warning flag goes up here outside Lenovo Center. That leaves the Canes just one more win away from taking home the Stanley Cup. In case you missed last night's game, the Vegas Golden Knights scored first, but the Canes took over the game from there. Andrei Shvechnikov had 2 power play goals to help this team to a 4-2 win. And the Caniacs, well, they have a lot to celebrate as the Canes are now in the driver's seat to bring home the cup. WRAL's Ali Calabar is outside Lenovo Center this morning. And Ali, it's quiet there right now, but oh my gosh, the energy last night was electric.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of towel waving last night here outside Lenovo Center, and so much celebration as everybody watched that 15th warning flag go up right here outside Lenovo Center. And look at that, only one more space left until the Stanley Cup. Now watch the moment fans shortly after the Canes won Game 5 and fans realized they're just a win away from the Cup. So much cheering, so much excitement. Look at all that towel waving too. Caniacs of all ages celebrated another big win last night. The 15th warning flag is now up and the Canes are now leading the Stanley Cup final 3-2 against the Vegas Golden Knights. Fans tell us they have faith their team will take home the cup this weekend.
I feel great. I think we can do it in 6. I think it's great for the city. I've been a lifelong Canes fan. I'm just excited to see us bring the cup home.
Yeah, let's bring that cup home. Now, Game 6, it's in Vegas, and puck drops at 8 o'clock. There are watch parties throughout the Triangle, including right here at Lenovo Center inside. Tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. for season ticket holders and then 3 p.m. for general public. You're going to want to get those fast because they're going to sell out quickly, we're sure. Reporting live at Lenovo Center, Ali Kadhabar, WRAL News.
As an excited Ali Kadhabar just alluded to after winning Game 5 last night at Lenovo Center, Game 6 will be Sunday night in Las Vegas. Now, if there's a Game 7, it will be back here in Raleigh Wednesday night. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, WRAL Sports reporters Chris Lee and Pat Wall to catch up with the team about their mentality heading into the end of the series.
It is going to be one of the busiest weekends Raleigh has seen in the last few months. High school graduates and their families. Then we have World Cup watch parties. And of course, crowds of Caniacs are going to be flocking to downtown Raleigh. So emergency crews have been positioned throughout event areas. They are equipped with heat safety training and parking decks are staffed to help manage parking.
I got here at 2:50 when I was trying to find parking. So it was really bad. I thought I was going to miss it.
Graduations continue through the weekend. Organizers encourage people to park at decks and arrive early.
Well, today a groundbreaking will be held in Durham for a new affordable housing development. The development is called Sandy Ridge Station. It will include 132 new units for renters making below 80% of the area median income. That groundbreaking will be at 11 o'clock this morning on Old Oxford Road.
Team USA will play their first game of the FIFA World Cup tonight. This evening, there will be a celebration and watch party in Durham. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey explains the American Tobacco campus will be full of fans and festivities tonight.
If you're still riding the high from that big Canes win last night, you can keep those vibes going by cheering on Team USA. A huge screen will be set up here right underneath the water tower at American Tobacco campus for fans to watch the World Cup. You're watching video of some of those action-packed moments from the tournament yesterday. If you have plans to come to tonight's watch party, outside food and drink will not be allowed unless it's water. There will be water refill stations to make sure fans stay hydrated in this dangerous heat. The Durham-founded company Soccer.com is teaming up with Adidas to bring the World Cup live on the lawn. Walt Barron with American Tobacco campus says when they were approached about hosting the watch party, it was a no-brainer.
We don't typically do these big watch parties on the lawn, but it's such an iconic Durham spot for a company founded in Durham, a huge sporting event. Let's do something for the community.
You can enjoy live music featuring Eastern North Carolina's own Justin Edwards ahead of the event at 6. The watch party begins tonight at 8 o'clock. Downtown Durham will be packed tonight. There's an event happening at the DPAC and the Bulls are at home, so be sure to get here early to find a place to park. WRAL's parent company, Capital Broadcasting, owns American Tobacco. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News in Durham.
I want to turn attention now to the dry conditions that just persist. The drought is worsening some areas in Durham, Orange, and Northern Wake counties under exceptional drought. Raleigh water officials are increasing their conservation enforcement efforts. Since April 20th, officials say they've issued 244 educational letters, 10 official warnings, and recorded 355 violations related to water use rules. Well, the city of Durham will move to stage 2 restrictions starting Monday. No spray irrigation will will be allowed. Car washing is limited to compliant commercial facilities only, and no new landscape exemption licenses will be issued. Stage 2 restrictions will remain in effect until both reservoirs return to full levels. Well, top now, 8:40, still ahead. Officer accidentally shot. New video shows the moment two police officers were joking around, leading to an injury with legal concerns after no charges were filed.
Plus, fans are celebrating as the Canes get one step closer to the Stanley Cup. How the players are feeling as they head into Game 6 of the final.
And a lot of graduations happening today, especially in downtown Raleigh. It is going to be another hot day. It's a WRAL weather alert day for heat and the chance of strong storms. We'll climb to 102, but it could feel more like 108 this afternoon. We'll walk you through what to expect later today. Coming up. It's 8:44. Today is a double weather alert day. We have a heat advisory and a severe threat. It will actually feel a lot like it did yesterday. That heat advisory, we're going to feel like 109 this afternoon. We also have that chance for thunderstorms popping up about the same time as yesterday, around the mid to latter part of the afternoon. We'll see potentially the biggest band of rain coming through right around or just after dinner time. And we did have some reports of wind damage yesterday. They were scattered. We may see more of those today. It's not likely to be more intense with a level 2. We just may see more storms developing. That heat index 106 to 108 this afternoon. Really, really hot, and it is steamy out here on the patio in the gardens this morning. We are steadily climbing into the 80s already. 81 Southern Pines, Raleigh, Roanoke Rapids, Wilson, Rocky Mount at 82 right now. Dog walking forecast, you know, it just already feels hot. You have to get out with the dog. If you're going to be out there after dinner or around dinner time, right after work, it's still going to be in the upper 90s, feeling like the triple digits. We don't have much of a change in our forecast, but I'll talk about what the subtle changes will be through the weekend coming up.
All right, Elizabeth, happening now. Boy, this time of the morning, we usually see heavy congestion on some of our major routes. Boy, it's all clear this morning as we take a live look at I-440 New Orleans Avenue. The westbound lanes moving away from us really thinned out this morning as we widen out the view from I-440, 87 interchange all the way over to Wade Avenue. Just a 1-minute delay. And as we widen out the view, very little to no delays on all of our major routes heading into Raleigh, short of a 3-minute delay if you're coming in from Wake Forest at this hour.
Ken, we're getting our first look through the breaking news tracker for this scene that we're at in Sampson County. Again, investigators telling us that someone was shot during an encounter with a deputy there. I just want to show you what we're seeing here. You will see there is this crime scene tape that is around that Dollar General Market, as I showed you a little bit before. I'm just going to walk you through the scene a little closer as our photographer is able to see. There's at least one vehicle in the parking lot there that looks like a Nissan SUV, but you also see those deputy vehicles in the back. Let me get a little closer so you can see those. But also, do you see those black SUVs over there? That just kind of shows you the response that we're getting for this. And then over to the left of the screen, you should be able to see what it says, the Sampson County Mobile Command. That kind of shows you just how many resources they're pouring into this investigation. Just a little closer to see investigators here. And so what we're in the process of doing is trying to get another team out here to learn more specifics with this. We do know from investigators that the person who was shot was a citizen. It is unclear how severe their injuries are. But if you stay with WRAL News, we, of course, will try to update you with that story on air and online.
Chris, thank you. New video shows the moment a California police officer was accidentally shot by a colleague. We want to warn you that this video may be disturbing to some. You can see that Pasadena police vehicle approach two officers. One of them pulls his weapon and points it at the car, apparently kidding around. After holstering his gun, another officer accidentally discharged their own firearm. A bullet hit the first officer, causing significant injuries. Pasadena's mayor calls the behavior juvenile. Legal experts say that they are concerned about a lack of charges in connection with the shooting.
This kind of horseplay, where it's not only dangerous to each other, but it's dangerous to everybody, it should be held to a much higher standard than civilians. And a civilian would have been charged immediately if that had happened.
The officer who was shot has since recovered, and several agencies are now investigating what happened.
All right, we are all celebrating the Carolina Hurricanes' Game 5 win in the Stanley Cup Final. WRAL Sports reporters Chris Lee and Pat Welter caught up with the players about how they're feeling heading into the end of this series.
Good morning from Lenovo Center, where the Carolina Hurricanes now have a 3-2 lead in the Stanley Cup Final Series. I'm Chris Lee. That's Pat Welter. Pat, they played so well, got the 4-2 victory. We have to talk about how the power play was working.
The power play was working. The top line was working. They didn't make as many defensive mistakes. Oh, and the goaltending. If you had questions about Carolina going into the series, a lot of them answered. They're getting better as we go along. Brandon Bussey making his second straight start in net after a solid performance in Game 4. Freddie Anderson, a healthy stretch. Second period, tied at 1. Back-to-back power plays for Carolina. Second one's the charm. Shane Gostisbehere sets up Andrei Svechnikov, who beats a shielded Carter Hart. It's 2-1.
On to the third period, Pat. Jalen Chatfield down on the ice. Check it out. Hit with the high stick. Double minor on Mark Stone. 4 minutes into the box. Well, 3 minutes into the power play. Canes moving the puck well. Nikolai Ehlers with the sweet spin move sets up Andrei Svechnikov at the doorstep. Canes go up 4-1. The bad guys scored once again, but it didn't matter because the Canes move on with the 4-2 victory.
Big players showing up at big time, those were huge goals for us tonight. And I think if they're scoring for us, we're definitely doing things right, and we're going to have success.
Hopefully we have still another level to get to. I think I was first. I don't think it was like our best the first period. Obviously, they made nice plays there, like on their power play and stuff like that. But we can be better.
Pat, we wanted to see the Carolina Hurricanes get the power play going. They did that. We wanted to see that top line start producing. They absolutely did it in this game. But then also Brandon Bussey taking that starter's job. I think it is firmly his.
23 saves, 2 straight wins. Incredible stuff from a guy that went undrafted, was claimed by Carolina on a waiver. Absolutely unreal story, not to mention his parents here at Lenovo after flying out to Vegas last minute. They're able to make this one again. His dad, Rob, seeing his first game inside Lenovo, and what a game it was.
Yes.
Everybody heading out to Vegas now for Game 6. For Chris Lee, I'm Pat Welter. Back to you guys.
All right. Well, a tornado was caught on camera in Illinois. You can see here how huge that funnel cloud is. There were damage reports in one neighborhood where houses were destroyed. Police had to rescue one man who was trapped under the rubble. The National Weather Service will determine the tornado strength level. These tornadoes spawned on the same front line, bringing us severe threats today.
And of course, today the WRAL weather alert in 2 fronts because we got these stormy conditions possibly and the heat. Let's get outside to meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner, the WRAL Severe Weather Center, tracking it all for us.
Yeah, same as yesterday. It's a WRAL weather alert day. Same 2 issues, heat and severe threat. Heat advisory goes into effect this afternoon. It'll feel like up to 109, so a little higher even than yesterday. And our severe threat has gone up a notch as well. It was a level 1 yesterday. It's level 2 for today. And that level 2 risk just means that we have the potential to see more storms, not necessarily more intense storms. Here's a look at our next weather maker. You've got that cold front that's to our west. That's going to start to send enough energy our way for those thunderstorms to develop, possibly as early as around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. That's lunchtime. You can see the clouds building, a couple of showers around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then a better chance closer to dinner time. You can see those cells pop up closer to the triangle and drift southward. So we may have some heavy downpours. We may have a few more storms that produce wind damage. We had trees down in a number of places yesterday, especially over around Rocky Mount. And again, we're just likely to have a few more today than we did yesterday. This is a look at the gardens. Feeling steamy out here. Our dew point is 72 and the temperature is 81. It's already not very comfortable at 8:52. Look at these 80s showing up, and we're in the 70s only in Fuquay, Varina, and Chapel Hill. Everybody else already in the low to mid 80s, and we're climbing into the triple digits this afternoon. 102 in Raleigh, 103 in Durham, and 101 in Fayetteville. Heat index again bringing us anywhere from 105 in the north to 109 down south. Just be prepared for it. I know there's still some fun things happening outside today. We've got the World Cup watch party in Durham. It's going to be hot, but later, that's going to start later in the day, so hopefully it'll feel okay. Tomorrow, 102, that's probably not going to be a heat advisory, but Sunday up to 108, yeah, we're probably looking at another heat advisory, and our chance for showers and storms is going up on Sunday as well. Once we get past Sunday, we get a little bit of a break with highs in the 80s again, finally Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the day.
All right. And before we go to break, here are the winning lottery numbers. We will have another check on weather and traffic coming up next.